What's up, YouTube? It's FitzBro, and we have our patch preview for our May patch of Age of Empires 4. This is number 14681, and it's going to feature particularly some changes to map sizes and some improvements to your team gameplay. So if you're one of those team players out there that's been frustrated by some of the map sizing, this should be a patch that you are going to enjoy. And since this features a little bit of changes to that, I'm going to play a team game. We're just at the end of these patch notes, and feel free to stick around for that and leave me a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. By the way, you might notice I have some new audio equipment. I noticed a hum in some of my previous videos that I couldn't get rid of. My mixer was just shot. I've had it for 10 years. So I picked it up a Go XLR Mini, and I've been very happy with the quality so far. Let me know in the comments how it's sounding. Hopefully it's sounding good to you, because I spent a lot of time troubleshooting this. But let's get into these patch notes here for May. Hopefully going to see this, I'd imagine, Tuesday or Wednesday next week. We'll see. And maybe some changes, you know, between now and then. Okay, patch 14681 will coming out. Okay, as I say that, I'm sitting here predicting it's already here. Monday, May 2nd. They're going to release this on Monday. Typically, the patches don't actually come out on Monday, so that's interesting to me. So, very cool. There you go. We'll have it on Monday. I'm already a liar. There we go. We're excited to share some changes we made based on your feedback. To start, we know you've been asking for team game map size changes. They've been really large. If you played any team games, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And this patch introduces the option to choose smaller or larger maps in multiplayer. So maybe you like large maps, you want larger, I guess that could be an option. Or I have a feeling it's going to be mostly you could scale them down or have what was the default before. Whatever your preference. We've also put some focus towards tuning specific maps to be better for all types of multiplayer and skirmish modes. So they've been adjusting maps these last few balance patches, moving hills, moving water, moving this or that, reducing you know, making more open field battle, depending on what it is. While there's still more we'd like to do for maps we weren't able to get in this patch, we'd especially like to thank you for contributing to share your thoughts. Your map feedback has been incredibly helpful to us. By the way, let me know if you've made any modded maps or if there's a map out there that you have really been enjoying from our previous patch. I personally have been playing a lot of the Nomad Mega Random FFA and have been having a lot of fun with that personally as far as the game modes go. For balance, we know you want one of your units to be able to attack stone walls under construction. Now you can. Oh my, that's a big change. Walls nerfed. We're also making a few adjustments for Chinese extra materials, and while balance changes for mangonels aren't ready, this I don't know. So mangonels they're pretty bad right now. They don't do much damage. Their area effects not as good. They're not really worth making mangonels right now. But some may argue the current meta is a little bit more enjoyable without mangonels everywhere. But apparently they are working some changes to those mangonels. So they'll be looking at their role as they powerful in situations and defined in the encounter. So they're working on changing mangonels up. Now, interesting thing here. So while you're going to be able to attack stone walls under construction, the thing that doesn't satisfy me, that most frustrates me about, like, you know, like early stone wall construction, right? They made stone walls build slower. Now they're making it so you can attack while they're under construction. The issue I have is that a 1 HP little wall segment they just plop down at the front line can prevent my springles from shooting over and killing, you know, the 20 mangonel that were sitting behind it or whatever. And this is particularly Delhi was doing this, right? They'd come to the front line, drop like just one segment, barely even touch it, and then they'd have just slowly inch their siege up. And that's the issue I have with Stonewall. So I don't think this is really going to fix that. You can attack it, sure, but I would rather see just being able to shoot over it with your siege, because as we know, siege pathing is god awful a lot of times. They'll run to the front line because they're like, oh, I can't see the target, and they'll try to move around the wall. Okay. You're going to lose your replays and saves if you update, you know, typical stuff. Let's get into it here. Team game map sizes. Team game map sizes have been reduced across the board. Thank you. We now support playing 4v4 on the large map size, 3v3 on the medium map size. Yeah, I kind of felt that all these were just like one scale too big. These options are now supported for custom games. I'm assuming this means that, like, Typical quick search will use these smaller sizes, I sure hope. 2v2 games will now be played on small, down from medium. 3v3 on medium. Okay, well, there answered my question. So everything's been moved down, large down from gigantic. Yes. I like this. This is a great change to see. Team players should be rejoicing. Unless you really love those giant maps. Are still available for custom games if you want them. But yeah, you're gonna have to let them know what you think about these sizes. So, I mean, I assume this is a positive change for most people, but you know, let me know. You like it? You don't like it? You could have a varying opinion on this, of course. Updates how the spawns and Warring Islands work. Oh boy, we're so concerned about those Warring Island spawns. I'm never playing that map again. In the case of uneven teams, where the difference between the largest and smallest team is greater than 2, yada yada yada. Something about the island spawns. I have no desire to play island maps. They forced us to do that for much of the beta. And to be clear, I know I hate on water a lot of times. I have a fundamental issue with water because I don't think I think there needs to be an overhaul to the naval combat system. I think there needs to be more counters. So I liked in the other Age of Empires games, you know, you had a larger variety of ships to choose from. It feels like you're limited. You just see one type of ship, and when you hit the next age, it's just that ship. Like, you don't go back and make the arrow ship once you get to age 3, right? And I would like to see that maybe there be a little more counter system and a little more interest. And I don't think every civilization has equal access to fighting on the water. Like, there's certain civs that like you just are straight up gonna lose if you're on a water map. As far as like full out naval battle. So I would be more interested in water if naval combat was overhauled. I wish there were more sea to or land to sea defenses. Like, I wish docks could get some kind of like cannon upgrade. I think that would be kind of cool. And also the like dropping off of units from transport ships could be super buggy. So those are some of my fundamental issues with water maps. So hopefully some changes to that could come in the future, but that's, I want to be clear because you hear me dog on water maps a lot, but some people are out there loving it. That's great. I'd rather go play Sea of Thieves if I want to play in the water. Specific maps, Altai. Okay. The amount of trees in Altai has been increased. In addition to starting dense forests, numerous small dense forests have been added. Okay, so more trees on Altai. Okay, yeah, because we were running out of trees a lot in this map, so that's good to see. The forests we added were small forests to make sure they did not choke up the openings on the maps. Okay, because we want Altai to remain an relatively open map. Okay, so some different changes to wood there on Altai. Mountain Pass. Trade post spawns have been moved to spawn halfway between the corner of the map and wherever the mountain range hits. Should be help cases of trade being too vulnerable as soon as one team loses the central pass. Okay, so some changes to where that trade post is on Mountain Pass. French Pass. To open the map a little bit more on French Pass, we've shortened the mountain ranges. Okay, this is gonna be a change. French Pass is a lot of players don't like this map. It was quite turtly. Yes, it was mega turtly. With the mountains reaching far enough towards the map edge that walling off entire sides of the map was quite cheap to do. We've cut the mountain ranges a bit shorter on both sides to open up the sides of the map for more dynamic engagements in army maneuvering. Okay, we'll have to see. Is that enough change? Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see on that one. Boulder Bay has been turned. I cringe when I see that word. Has tuning done to player spawning to ensure that maps loaded correctly and place players and their team in the correct areas. I think this had to do with sometimes you could like spawn on the other side of the map when you're with like a team game, and it was all kinds of messed up. The Danube River had a few tweaks to make trade more viable and open up more play options for the hillside of the map. Both trade posts will now spawn in opposing corners of the map. Okay. Both in opposing. Okay. Sacred sites have been moved slightly. One is now near the edge of the map on the island. On the island where the old island trade posts spawn, and one is in the center of the hill. Honestly, I'll have to just look at this. This is okay. They moved trade post spawns around. Sacred sites. 2 boar have been added to the center island to maintain its economic importance. Okay, so some changes there to Danube River. Mods. Okay, where's my modders at? Added more error message pop-ups to handle possible server-related UGC errors. I don't know what that means. More error messaging, potential memory leak when browsing. When hosting a match, you could select between local and published variant of a tuning pack or a game mod. So this might be for testing purposes. Previously selecting the published variant would instantly change the selection to the local. So this was some kind of bug, I guess. Okay, the Royal Rumble mod. So this is, I believe, Royal Rumble is where you get your king. You gotta keep alive, right? It's like the regicide from Age of Empires 2. Fix an issue where the Abbasid could use Faith ability to single target convert an enemy king and would break Royal Rumble. So somebody out here, I love this. First of all, I don't know if I've ever used the Abbasid convert ability before. I just never have for some reason. And somebody managed to target and convert someone's king just to style on them and broke the game mode. Fixed an issue where players could delete their kings in the Royal Rumble mod. So for people like accidentally deleting their kings, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's on you. Like if you want to knock your king over in chess, you're allowed to do that, right? I don't know. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Let me know if you've been playing the Royal Rumble mode. I haven't. I did it like on Forest Nothing or whatever, and then man, that game mode is ridiculous. Maybe that was a bad experience to try that on, but editor, whatever that means, scar error. There we go. No more scars. Balance. Okay, we talked about this a little bit before. Stone walls under construction can now be attacked. Excuse me. Now be attacked by all units. Chinese extra materials no longer stacks on single wall segments. So they're nerfing walls essentially a little bit here. Chinese extra material now repairs all wall segments within range. Chinese extra materials repair range reduced from 12.5 to 4 tiles. Okay, they're really going after the walls here. This is a wall update essentially. I thought it would be a mangonel update. Add in an ROUI, which shows the ability range of Chinese towers and outposts and researching extra materials. ROUI shows the ability range of Chinese towers and outposts. Okay. I don't play a lot of the Chinese, but a lot of changes to this mechanic around walls here. So China players sound off. Do you like this? Is it expected? I mean, I think we're all expected some changes to walls coming. So this isn't too much of a surprise to me. AI, they fixed some bugs with the AI. I mean, none of you guys are playing as the AI. I'm probably not too concerned about this. Looks like some stuff with the Mongols. Okay, with the Khan and some UVU changes. General fixes. Okay, hotkeys bound to Control, Alt, or Shift only are now working properly after relaunching the game. Wait. Only general fixes. Does that mean you don't have to relaunch the game now, or you have to relaunch the game? I'm not really clear on that one. So we'll have to see, I guess. Fixed a bug that allowed a player to track selected enemy units into the fog of war. Fixed a bug where villagers could become stuck gathering from sheep. Yes, if they've been previously been gathering from deer or boar. Okay, yeah, we've seen that. Those villagers just, yep. Fixed a bug that would sometimes cause units to become unresponsive to attack commands against a specific enemy. It's not extremely clear what that means, but there you have it. A specific enemy, some kind of bug there. Fix a bug where Nest Bee's reload time could be avoided by canceling in the middle of attack. You know, this is interesting. We bring up Nest Bees because mangonels have been nerfed, but Nest Bees now reign superior. They're way stronger than everybody else's mangonels. Like, I know they're kind of like a special unit, but I don't know. I think Nest Bees need to be scaled back a little bit. I really want the healing rate of Siege to be lowered because you could just like you could have 10 spearmen attacking a single Nest Bee and like 2 villagers with a hammer, like keeping it alive. It's insane. Fix bug where annihilation victory could not be achieved. Player had unconstructed siege units stamped by infantry. Very interesting. The Elsbach Palace's description did not communicate its influence bonus in the French translation. There you go, you French translators out there. Fix issue with the Delhi Sultanate. Military construction mastery could not be completed despite fulfilling the requirements. If you were still trying to get that Delhi mastery, I did see people talking about having issues getting some Delhi masteries. So Sounds like there was a multi-construction issue. So that should answer it. I know people were asking me about this, and I didn't know the answer. So there you go. They fixed it. Okay, what is next? Got some new challenges and rewards coming your way soon. So keep an eye out for more information about Season 1 event. Season 1 Event 2. Sounds of Reverie. Season 1 event. I didn't know there were events per season, but okay. We've also got a survey upcoming if you want to participate. Always looking for your comments and feedback, especially since we launched the ranked season. We're very interested in hearing from you as we actively work features discussed Rank 2. Okay, so there it is, guys. Key takeaways here is going to be nerfs to walls, a number of small bug fixes here, and probably most importantly for you team game players, a lot of changes to the team game map sizes. In addition, some general balance of Altai, Mountain Pass, French Pass, Boulder Bay, Danube River. So this is a map patch. It's largely a map patch for you. So I said I'm going to upload a team game for you, so I'm not going to connect to this video since we're here a few minutes in here. But I will upload a team game soon. I'll wait until this patch comes out so I could show you those new sizes, and we'll look at all those maps and how they feel. But anyways, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. If you've made it this far, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, leave me a comment. It helps me with the algorithm, and we're working towards 10,000 subscribers, and you can do your part helping FitzBro out with that. And I hope to see you live over on twitch.tv/FitzBro. I'm going to be going live right after I post this, so hop on over, say hello, and I will see you guys in the next one.